And hello there, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and welcome back to the channel for yet again another video of epic proportions, or at least that's what we hope. Today we're going to be watching Freyja, the Hunter, because he is a master hunters player, a grand master hunters player, and Byul, a former professional player, played in 2 ASL seasons, is his opponent today. So yeah, what are we going to be looking at? What are we going to be looking at? We have two very strong players in the world of StarCraft. Freyja used to be one of the best hunters players in the world, and then he decided to start and learn fastest map. And he decided that, you know what, I really like fastest map. I'm going to be playing this a whole lot more than before. And over the past year and a half, he's kind of just become a fastest player with extreme levels of skill. And then we got Byul here on the name Gumdor, the Blue Terran, former professional player. I've said it already, but I can never say it enough. He is an amazing player with all of that professional skill, that experience to boost up his ability, that propelled him to be probably the second best player in the world at this moment in time. Maybe the third best player. It kind of depends on perspectives, I guess, because you could say maybe Burkasasu is better, or maybe Gensei is better, but Gensei is inactive. So among the active players, Byul definitely is a top 5 player in the world, and he is a very dominant player. Very dominant, very exciting, very smart, and extremely precise. His knowledge is extremely precise, and so is his execution. He goes for a barracks, supply depot barracks, and he's going to stay on double barracks, not triple. Maybe he's going to go for triple. He's going to go for a double SCV scout, which is, in my opinion, kind of greedy. You really have to get results with this, or the game is going to go long. And no, it's a single SCV scout. But yeah, he believes that he can survive rushes with his double barracks build order, and he goes the exact right direction because he saw the probe coming from the bottom, which means that Freyja, on the name DJWJFXLQLZZ, has to be on the bottom right of the map, where he goes for Nexus Triple Gateway Assimilator. Now, this is a build order you really do not often see because, in my opinion, it's not a very safe build order. If the enemy Terran goes for 8 barracks, but then triple barracks, so an 8 supply to get the barracks, then a depot, and then they get triple barracks, they will have some real rushing potential against this triple gateway setup from Freyja. But Freyja doesn't have much to fear because Byul is playing very defensively. So probe gets denied access, not allowed into the club, goes for a pretty far forward depot wall. Some players like to build it right here on this line. He builds it right here, still needs 4 depots though, because he gets a small little depot right here. There's a space right here to walk through. So he might want to seal it off with either a bunker right here, a turret right there, or maybe a supply depot in front or behind. So they're going to try to get in, but of course won't get in. This is completely safe and sound. Nothing will get in, which gives Byul the opportunity to go for a command center, which is almost finished up, to skip out on some marine production and start building his factory. Now, he might go for a second factory or stay on a single one. Not too sure what he's going to do. There's a bunker there in the front. A little bit of a weird setup because now there's 2 openings for the enemy to walk in through. Not entirely sure I like that, but he's doing it. Got a pylon coming up in the front there from Freyja after he gets his Cybercore on a double gas. Going for Dragoon production, which is a little bit of a surprise, getting Dragoon range as well. I thought he was going to be going for triple gateway Zealot production into a Citadel and a single Robo to get a Reaver and go for a frontal push with Zealot attack, Zealot speed, and of course a Reaver and a shuttle. But it looks like he wants to put pressure onto Byul's front door here with Dragoons and Dragoon range. But Byul, being the usual aggressive early game player, pushes back those Zealots. He really likes to use his micro to the maximum to just do damage here and there and get small little advantages that stack up over time. That's what makes him so great, but he might be overextending. Oh, he notices just on time, gets back to the bunker. There's Marines at the bunker, so he's going to be perfectly fine there. He kills the bunker there, though, but the Zealots will go down, and Dragoons will have to step back and make some distance until they get their Dragoon range. If they had Dragoon range, he would be able to do a little bit more damage by staying out of Marine range. But the fact that he revealed the Dragoons this early on, before having Dragoon range, will give Byul time to get Marine range, to zone the Dragoons away with the bunker and the added range of the bunker and upgrade combined. So he pushes back the Dragoons because they still don't have Dragoon range, which makes them a little bit weaker. They cannot fire from a safe distance. Singularity Guard's almost finished up there, getting double roboter in the back, followed up by a support bay. The Reaver shuttle will be quite late as a result of going for the Dragoons first. He got a triple gas, gonna go for 4 gas. I think that's a little bit overkill in how much gas he actually needs. You can see it there on the top. A lot of gas in the bank, can't spend it all. So this is a little bit of overkill, not entirely maximally optimized. Got very, very bare bones build order there from Byul. Byul is really playing this with the least he possibly can. Bunker goes down. He might be in danger here because we have this push going forward. Tank in the back there will siege up very soon. Has to buy some time. The Menace are keeping the Marines alive. This is really dangerous. Byul really is playing it on the edge. If Freyja had gone for more Dragoons instead of cancelling after 6 Dragoons, he would have been able to push through and win the game. But of course, he doesn't quite know what is happening behind that wall. He doesn't know what we know. We know that if Freyja had gone for more Dragoons, about 12 I'd say, he could have broken through and ended the game. But he went for 6 and now another 3 are in production. So that might come back to bite him because now we have siege mode. We got more barracks on the way, going for 5 in total. We have a dropship on the way for a tank drop on those probes. We do have cannons coming up there on the sides to protect those probes, but the cannons are still warping in. But luckily for Freyja, so is the dropship. It's still being produced. So Byul successfully defends the front, and Byul is switching over to an anti-drop defense, putting the Marines in the back, while plugging up that hole there in the front with another depot. Making sure that the Dragoons and the Zealots cannot walk through and attack the tanks behind it. So picked up 2 tanks, gonna go for a tank drop. We have 1 cannon on the bottom, 1 at the Nexus, 2 at the Nexus. He might be in danger of getting hit by that tank drop, but his 1 probe just so happens to be there on the side. Look at this, he sees the tank drop by pure chance. So yeah, he never intended for this to happen. It just happened by pure chance, and that will save his probes most likely. Because now he's moving Zealots into position to try and snipe the tanks as they unload before they can shoot. Goes for a frontal attack, really good frontal attack there. Might be a little bit going in a little bit too deep. Tank drop at the same time, flight. Okay, so Byul loses something. The tank drop flew in too deep, was focused on defending. Doesn't happen too often. Most of the time, you will see Byul micromanage and multitask that perfectly, but he just got caught off guard there, and the dropship was lost. Tank drop did no damage. Reaver might unload, Reaver might shoot, Reaver kills something. This Marine there, blocked. This Marine, right there, saved Byul's economy. Not on purpose, was by accident. The Scarab just decided to fly this way around instead of the other way around where it would have hit some SCVs. So a little bit of luck there that saves Byul's life. First a mistake, loses a dropship, doesn't kill anything. Defends the front, loses a lot. Freyja overextended a little bit too far with the Reaver shuttle. But that's in the past. Byul has progressed beyond the first or second attack. He's been attacked twice, let's put it like that. He's been attacked twice, he has survived and weathered the storm, took minimal amounts of damage, which is just extremely good for Byul. Getting out of that early game without taking damage is a huge advantage. Because as a Protoss, you're kind of fighting against the clock. You're fighting against the clock. Because the Terran is going to grow bigger and stronger over time. And there are these timing windows where you can do significant amounts of damage. Freyja attacked at those windows, but couldn't do the damage he wanted to. Just couldn't do the damage he wanted to. Byul managed to survive with literally the least amount of units possible. The drop comes in over the bottom side. I assume there's High Templars in there. Maybe Reaver is going to try to snipe the shuttle, High Templar loads, High Templar loads, High Templar can storm. Very risky, but very precise target firing. Drop from the top there, though, comes at the same time. Templars unloading. Templar is trying to storm, hits some SCVs there. Kills 5, not a great storm. Picks up 1 more High Templar, gonna try to storm again as the SCVs return to the minerals. Unloads, tries to shoot, tries to storm. No, cannot storm. just a little bit too fast with the target fire. Stim Marines are strong as hell. Dark Templar makes his way through the front door, just walks right in there. No detection in the back. Gonna have to use his scans. He's got a lot of energy there, though. So that's 7 kills on the Dark Templar. Almost killed his own SCVs. He unsieged these 2 tanks, or these 3 tanks. Only this tank shot on the SCVs. Risky call. Sometimes you just end up killing your own SCVs with a tank shot. That is what Freyja was trying to do. So very smart unsiege on those tanks. We currently have level 1 attack on Marines, I assume. We have 1 armory on the bottom. Just 1 armory at the moment. Not 2, just 1. Another drop there on the top. Freyja is playing quite nicely, I must say. He's got a lot of gateways already on the map. This is 4, 4, 5, that's 13. Robots are in the front, robots in the back. Triple forge for upgrades. Freyja's fundamentals are showing. Miss Find and Zealot, 1 attack finished up. Level 1 armor and shield on the way, getting Kandarian Amulet for Templar energy, getting air armor as well to help those shuttles fly in and survive the damage from the Marines. Got a 6th barrack coming up. Double engineering bay, both getting upgrades. So level 1 armor, level 2 attack. He knows it's coming with the Wraith. So Marines are moving into position to try and snipe it. Goes in, 2 drops at the same time. 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom. 1 for the bottom makes it all the way to the front line, to the back side. But the Templar is too far away to storm on the SCV. He's going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to pick it up. Oh no, he can't pick it up. And no SCVs on the minerals die. He killed some SCVs because I think it was at about 60 or something, maybe 65. So there were some dead SCVs, but really nothing that is a cause for concern for Byul. So far, playing this very, very well. Very, very well played so far. So Wraiths are hanging across the map for vision and to do some damage against shuttles that are flying in. You got a proxy gateway base coming up there on the Siglock spawn location. We have scans coming out there from Byul. Scans the front for robos. Sees that there's not a lot of gateways inside the base. Like I said earlier, 13 was a good number, but the longer the game goes on, the smaller, relatively speaking, this number of gateways becomes. So more gateways coming up there on 2 locations. Got to drop from the top there, coming in, going hard. Marines are in between. He's unloading on the front though. 2 high templars, 4 high templars storming on the Marines. Marines trying to dodge storms, but the storms are carpeting the entire frontal section there on the top side. And he's trying to break through the front. Broke through, but everything dies right at the exact moment it breaks through. So with level 2 attack and 1 armor finished up for the Marines, they become a little bit stronger in defending against those gateway units with 1/1/1 upgrades. We got scarab damage on the way, so we will see a round of Reavers coming up there in the front. 5. Oh, it's Stargates right here. So you might try to switch over into carriers at some point. A fleet beacon in the back. Got 2 cyber cores for upgrades, getting weapon armor on the other one. Yeah, Freyja, oh, drop once again, comes in over the bottom. Reaver unloads. Reavers can shoot on the SCVs, but they don't. Templar's too far away to storm on them. Templar gets a couple of kills there, though. Gets 7 kills, 9 kills there on the SCVs that stayed on the minerals. So Byul is not really allowed to grow beyond 60 workers so far. Every single time he goes closer to 70, he loses some SCVs. And his income isn't great at the moment because he has to run away all the time with those SCVs. So Freyja is doing a great job of consistently putting pressure onto Byul, but Byul doesn't take enough damage. Over the bottom side, raid sniping, unloading. Will the Templar get close? Reaver shoots on some Marines. Great shot. Great shot. Reaver will get taken down there though by the raids. Gonna try to take down the armories and the supply depots. Might not. No, close call. Look at how close this is. 1 more shot and it would burn down to death. That would have slowed down the attack upgrades on the air, which are currently on 0/0/0. Another shuttle there on the top. Freyja is doing a great job of consistently, repeatedly, and frequently sending out units to attack with. So these are trying to kill the probe. Probes escape. There's random units over the map getting vision. There's Marines being popped up left and right. Not a whole lot has been added on. We have 5 18 gateways, 6 stargates. He's mostly focusing on putting up really high amounts of pressure onto Byul. Now, Byul has scanned this, I assume, and he's got more tanks at the front, not a lot in the back. Raids are dancing on the side. We have scans coming down once again. Sees everything there in the front, sees the Reavers getting picked up. That's vital information, because now he might move some tanks from the front to the back to make it easier to kill the Reavers. Yeah, he's setting up in the back. He saw, he knows, more scans coming down, throwing away some Marines. The Raids were trying to maybe snipe some shuttles by flying forward, but the shuttles stay safe and sound. Here in the bottom, he finds them. Ooh, that's a big, big loss there for Freyja. It's a lot of supply dead and gone. He found him on the bottom. Yeah, you could see a supply drop massively, very quickly. Very quick supply drop. He should have pulled those observers along with the Corsairs so that the Corsairs could kill the raids. So that's a small little oversight that turns out to have massive consequences. Because now Byul is already about, I'd say, 2 minutes into a period of time where he hasn't been hit by a drop or attacked by a drop. The drops over the past 2 minutes have kept failing and failing and failing. I'm going to try to cancel those cannons on the middle. Scans might kill the Dark Templars, puts up some mines. Drop there comes in as well. Reaver unloads. We're going to clean this out. He really wants those cannons on the middle to finish. But that, of course, brings forward the raids. But the raids are fighting against Corsairs. But the Corsairs are stacked. Wait, who's going to win this? Cannons finish up. The raids have lost the fight, but the tanks are now moving forward. He's got 7 factories, going for 9 total. We have a large open space for more. We got 6 barracks at the moment. Tanks not sieging up. Crawl back a little bit. We're going to shoot. A little bit of an unclean push there by Byul. Reaver gets picked up just on time. Just on time. Drop on the top. Going to join up with the shuttles and the Reavers. There's an open hole right here. You might fly through that one. Byul seems to be aware of this drop coming from the top because he's putting his Raids and Marines in between. Got Corsairs in the mix. There's 1 turret there in the front. He might fly over this angle, but that would give the Marines a chance to shoot with their level 3 attack. Very strong, very beefy. Comes over the front. Level 2 armor and shield there on the air units. Goes in over the front. Flies around the raids. Unloads. Reaver gets taken down immediately. Reaver can't shoot. Can't shoot. There's too many units in the back. He's got bunker, bunker, bunker. Tank, tank, tank. That's 6 units within range. And about 20 Marines shooting on whatever unloads. Everything just dies a little bit too fast. And that gives Byul the signal to pull the trigger and start the attack. He has 80 SCVs. That's a lot of money coming into the bank. He's got 4 armories on the bottom. Tanks are on level 0-2 attack. Very strong tanks. A little bit weak though in terms of survivability, but they can kill things quickly. But right as that happens, right as Byul moves out, drop comes in, starts to unload. Reaver too far. Reaver can shoot. No high temples in the mix. SCVs make their escape to safety. So gonna put some mines there in the middle to just kill anything that leaves the base. We have still only 18 gateways on the map. Only 18 gateways on the map. He's building carriers though. He's got 5 of them at the moment. 6 more on the way, going for 11. Might need a couple more gateways right here. Like you can put another 4, another 2 stargates, and then you can put another, I'd say 4 gateways right here. Now he'll be on about 20 gateways in total, which should give him a little bit more leeway and production ability than he currently has at the moment. He has vision inside of Byul's base with those observers. That's pretty cool to see. Storms coming down on the tanks, melting, carriers coming in to save the day and make sure this very small remains of a proxy base stays alive. So far, both players doing quite well. It's largely a game focused on controlling the airspace, denying the drops. So far, Gondor has managed to really get in there quite nicely, keeping those drops away, keeping his economy safe. Got some ghosts there in between with lockdown and energy upgrade as well to make sure that whatever flies in doesn't get into that backside and kill the economy. Because that's the one crucial thing he's got to keep alive, as his gas is still quite low. So the 5-star board, we have 9 factory, getting 3 more for 12. He's going to keep these 2 barracks there in the back alive. Not lift them up. Make sure he has a couple of ghosts in production pretty much all the time to ensure that carriers will not be a problem. we're currently seeing somewhat of an impasse in the action, as both players are setting up for the next big coming fight. Marine's gonna get thrown away as they're gonna kill this small little proxy base. Like, they will serve a purpose, they will die, but they might kill some stuff in the process. Some cannons coming up on the side. We got no shield batteries on the map there for Freyja, which does worry me a little bit, because we've seen quite often times a lack of shield batteries against Heron does mean that the carriers tend to die rather quickly. With shield batteries, like mass shield batteries on the bottom here, you can keep them alive for much longer. And that does, of course, pay its dividends when you can just attack, retreat, and attack yet again. But first, he's going to try to get this drop in there under the escort of carriers and corsairs. Got scanned those, returns around. Going to pick up a couple more units probably, because a couple shuttles are empty. 5 over there in the front. Got 8, 9 Stargates. A couple more gates are on the side as well. And yeah, Byul now has, I'd say, about 20, getting close to 20 factories. That's a lot of production to keep on going and start the attack and begin the assault. Drop on the top. Getting spotted by pretty much everything on the map. Got barracks, marines still there in the sky. They didn't clean them out. Raids are coming in to take down the shuttle. So once again, another drop will get sniped there by Byul. Freyja is not suspecting this, and he gets found out, and he gets killed yet again. And so is this small little proxy base on the bottom. Not much was left anyway. If he's going to kill that one ghost there, might try to go to lockdown on a double lockdown, actually. Maybe even a triple lockdown. He got 4 lockdowns even. He got a triple lockdown. So he comes in there. Carriers will stay alive as the cannons help take down the Goliaths. And the Goliaths just weren't enough of them to take it all down. Did lose 1 carrier. Raids come in. No observers on the scene. Sniping all the carriers out of the sky. Observers coming in. Corsairs push the Raids away. Raids are trying to make their escape as they try to snipe. Trying to dodge the Corsair hits. They're trying to... Oh, the micro on display splits them up. Maximum efficiency with the micro there. Byul just manages to pull off small little micro moves that you don't really see other players do. It's really that professional background that's allowing him to just get much more out of much less all the time. So Freyja scooting up here on the right side, trying to get another gateway base as a backup. Because when tanks start setting up here in the middle and pushing on this main base, you really want to have this backup production base to maybe flank from behind. But Byul has scanned it, moving in, cannons in between there, those snipes the Dark Templar. Dark Templars are annoying, but as long as you get scanned, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, once again, building more carriers, 8 on the way. He's got 5 still alive. Mask Alliance there on the side, pushing forward. Level 1 armor is finished up, level 3 attack as well. Just slowly gonna be able to just push through those cannon lines without having to siege up. Coming from behind there, we're gonna call off Dragoons. We have the carriers are at the bottom, slowly killing the Goliaths. Byul here back at home, taking his time to get more units rolling, just going for these smaller attacks to try and prevent these proxy bases from ever being fully operational. But this time around though, Freyja manages to keep that base alive, so that is going to become a thorn in Byul's side. He's going to build a Nexus there as well for more gas, and just probe production, so that when the probe gets sniped, you can just build a new one and continue building this proxy base here on the 3 o'clock spawn location. So mass scans once again coming out. Scan the front side and the middle of Freyja's main base. Scan the side. So pretty much all the information that he wants is yet again in his hands. It's carriers yet again. 8 of them there on the scene. 5 more there on the side. Courses in tow. He's got 30. Okay, he stormed his own probes, but he's down to 30. That's not a lot of income at the moment. He's pulling his probes off the gas, putting them on the minerals to just ensure that all the income that he needs is happening. He can keep these carriers operational with only 30 probes. That is possible. But once they die, he'll be in gas trouble. He will be in gas trouble for sure. And yeah, he's losing the carriers. He's getting caught with his pants down. 2 carriers down, 3 down. Will it be 4? He's going to try to get number 4 as well. Number 4 goes down. Number 4 gets saved, but that's only 9 carriers still alive. That was a big hit. That'll actually make it 11. 10. 10 carriers still alive. Goliaths in the front. Carriers have been beaten up. Ghosts are coming with a lockdown. He's got 5 ghosts with maximum energy. That's 1, 2, 3 lockdowns on the scene. 4 lockdowns on the scene. Disruption webs going down there from Freyja. A lot of disruption webs coming down. On the tanks, on the Goliaths, on the ghosts. Everything is getting disruption web, which will give the carriers, if there were more of them, the opportunity to go in and kill stuff. But more lockdowns coming down. We got 6 carriers in lockdown. Only 4 carriers are attacking. Dragoons are trying to break through, but no, not going to happen. Wraith coming from the back to the front to once again take down those carriers without opposition. Observers are on the scene. Another lockdown comes down. Another carrier. One ghost is chasing down the remaining carriers. Going to try to get them stuck in lockdown as well. Gets another one. And the carriers are dying. And now Freyja is in a lot of trouble because he sacked his entire economy for this big attack, and Byul just shut it down with perfect decision-making and execution. No mistakes were made. Freyja had a really good setup, but the setup was not good enough because the ghosts just came out as a surprise. Freyja was not expecting that many ghosts with maximum energy. They've been sitting here for the past 10 minutes, getting energy, waiting for their time to strike, and that was the exact moment he was waiting for. Now he can no longer go back to carriers. There's not enough time, not enough minerals, not enough gas. Drop over the bottom, getting intercepted though. Actually, it might go in all the way. Will he lock it down? Unloads the High Templars, storming on the SCVs, gets the kills, finally gets the kills, down to 32 SCVs. And he's killing this army here on them. Is he killing this? I don't know. He's going to win this fight for sure. He's got a Templar in there. Templar's going to have to storm. Good storm. Does he have 2 storms? No, it's going to be just 1. Zealots coming from this proxy base, helping. Yes, the tanks will lose. The storm really softened them up. And the reinforcements joining in sealed the deal. But both players on small economies. Both players on about the same amount of minerals. Byul has more gas. Freyja can pretty much only build Zealots and nothing else. He's got double Nexus. He's very slow in the recovery. He's got about, I'd say, 9 probes back on the gas to get a little bit of gas income for probably High Templars and Dragoons. Got an Arbiter on the way as well. Got 4 shovels in production. Gonna have to hit another drop to finish Byul off. But Byul has a massive army at the moment. He's gonna go for a backstep attack. Byul notices, pulls back some units there into the middle. Great setup there. Goes for us around there by pulling into the middle and then going for an attack there on the right side. Storms everything that he can. One more Templar there. Has Storm? Maybe it does, maybe it does not. He's going to clean out this army from Byul. But more reinforcements on the way. Raids in the back there helping out. Observers are on the scene, but not providing much help at the moment. So goes in. Got the observers are on the side. Raids have to retreat. Raids snipe the Corsair. Finds the observers. Observers going to get taken down. Goliaths are dying. Both players still pretty much maxed out, but Freyja is in a worse shape at the moment, I'd say. He has more probes though, but he's playing against 4 command center there from Byul, so Byul is going to catch up, no problem, no biggie. So more gateways are in the base from Freyja. He's got this 9, 14, 20 gateways and 9 stargates. 2 more gateways are coming up on the bottom. Wait, it's double Nexus on the bottom. So 2 Nexus are on the bottom. He wants to recover a little bit faster. He's now at 56 probes, which is, in my opinion, a pretty good position to be in. But he's facing a maximum supply Byul with 46 SCVs. That's a big army coming out from Byul onto the map. Bracer in the back still being produced. Very good attack there on the top side. Byul's army is split up. Goes for a defensive matrix and an EMP there, but that will not save that small army there on the top. Units from the bottom are coming into the middle to try and flank the Dragoons, but Freyja is doing a really good job there of continuously managing to fight Byul on the middle and reducing that army size again and again and again. But once again, units everywhere on the map. Byul can just snipe this yet again. There's just no way to get this drop into Byul's base. Snipes 1 shuttle, goes number 2, and number 3 splits them up, but that's not going to help. Everything has been taken down. A lot of supply lost. That was a big investment from Freyja. Just not allowed to get those shuttles in again. Byul has activated the full-on BAP control cheat code. Mines all over the place, marines, structures, command centers with comset scans on the top, scanning the entire map all at once. Wrong one? Oh, he scanned this section here for Dark Templars, I assume. Once again, Dragoons there, moving forward. Zealots flanking on the back. Byul is really focused on a very, very I'd say he's playing a little bit slow. He's playing a little bit slow, but he's completely focused on control and I'd say smart moves. He plays with precision and wit. Big drop over the bot. He's going to try to go for the Nexus. There's nothing in the back to defend this. There's no High Templars in the back. We got some cannons, but that's not much to write home about. So big dropship going to fly in with tanks and raids to escort the dropships and just completely destroy everything here in the back. Goes in deep. Cannons getting fired. We got the tanks loading. That's about 10 tanks, 12 tanks on this. Okay, 10 tanks on the scene. Probes dying. Economy has been killed. Nexus is going to get taken down. He's trying to get back into the backside, but there's this Dragoon blocking the pathway. He's trying to save the day. Goes in for a frontal attack there onto Byul's base. Will this army from... Oh, great stasis. Does he have a double stasis? No, it's a single one. Going forward, pushing forward. Going to try to get those storms on those tanks. Tanks getting taken down. He's getting deeper into his base. More reinforcements joining the party. He's mining from his proxy Nexus now. His main base has been completely destroyed here in the back. He's losing everything that he can not afford to lose. The economy is down in the dumps, down to 73 minerals. It's really nothing remaining. And units are spawning in between factories. Byul is going to survive this one of his 56 SCVs. He's going to be perfectly fine and healthy. And Freyja forced to retreat, and I think he's going to call GG anytime now because there's just no chance of making a comeback here. Just no chance of making a comeback. He played well, but at some point, most of his attacks were just getting shut down because Byul just had so much control and vision on the map. The raids were flying back and forth unopposed, killing whatever they could. Huge mine explosions in the front. Huge explosions. Scans it again for a Dark Templar. No Dark Templars on the scene. Sees the observers, and Freyja leaves the game. Byul is victorious yet again. Very well played. Byul showing that you do not have to be a very fast player. Not that he's slow. He's still pretty fast. But unlike, for example, Burger Sass, who would just go super hard, Byul shows a lot of restraint. Precise, smart moves, a lot of very good control, and a lot of scanning and vision on the map to just completely shut down the Protoss. Byul's Terran is a fearsome thing to behold. So if you enjoyed this one, we'll be seeing you sometime soon as I return for yet again another cast. So yeah, hang in there. Have a good weekend, and have a good day.